Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. A slightly different video today. I wanted to share with you a journal that I have recently made. Now this is one that I have bought. It is a bookbinding kit, so it came with all of the different bits and pieces needed. This was from Amazon and it's advertised to have all of the tools needed to be able to bind this particular journal. The box was absolutely ram-packed with all of the tools. There's still plenty left over. And I really tried to just stick to using what was in the box. I followed their step-by-step instructions, folding the papers, using their bone folders, and just using everything that was in the box and following step by step. I really thought this would be a fun activity to do as an experienced, obviously, bookmaker. I was keen to see if there were any new techniques or things that perhaps I could help apply to my own journal making. I really enjoyed this process. I thought the instructions and everything were really clear, and I managed to complete the journal certainly in under 2 hours. I'm not sure exactly how long it took me, but it definitely didn't take me more than a couple of hours to do. This was a new binding system for me and I really enjoyed the process. So here is how the journal turned out just by simply following the instructions. I think it's turned out really well. It does have obviously the chipboard hardcover. I really like the binding on this. This was new for me. I've not done this style of binding, so I quite liked that. It's not too dissimilar to doing a pamphlet stitch because it is just in, out. So it's not a tricky binding system. I am getting a little bit of curl with the kind of faux leather cover. I'm thinking obviously as time goes by that will straighten out. It's obviously just where it's been rolled up for the packaging. I must say actually, before I kind of go into the journal a bit more, I do have a lot of the items left. So obviously you've got the set of instructions. I've still got a piece of chipboard. I've still got loads. I mean, you can see how much is on the roll. I've still got lots of this kind of faux leather, so I can still use that. And obviously we've got all the tools here as well. There's plenty of the glue left and the waxed thread. So lots and lots here to work with. Now, I must say with this, there were a couple of issues, I would say. Now, obviously this is a bookbinding kit. I assume it's aimed at beginners because it gives you all of the tools, so they're assuming you don't have them because it's not something you've done before. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily totally beginner friendly. I mean, it says it's a Coptic travel journal. I wouldn't say that's the Coptic stitch though. I might be completely wrong, but I thought the Coptic stitch was different because you're binding the signatures together rather than binding the signatures to the cover. That's my understanding of a Coptic stitch, but I might be wrong. So I'm not sure that it is a Coptic stitch. Also, when it came to, I'm trying to find the bits where it said, when it came to actually marking out on the inside cover where all your holes needed to be, it gave you the kind of distances, but it didn't then tell you the distance you needed between the signatures. So I guesstimated that and kind of come up with my own, but obviously I'm familiar with binding books, so if you were completely new to this, this part might have been completely daunting, not knowing how it's done. I also had to trim my papers a little bit because once I had marked my pages, I did have a bit at the end still left, so I did have to trim my papers because I think this journal, let's have a look to double check. So it's just over 21 centimetres, but when you kind of add up all of the binding, it's at 20.5 centimetres. So I had to trim off 0.5 centimetre off the bottom of my papers. But other than that, the instructions were okay. I know when I looked at the reviews on Amazon, some people were marking it down because they thought the instructions were poor. I thought the instructions were good. My only criticism, like I said, was this section where you had to do the markings on the cover because it didn't actually specify the distance between the signatures. Obviously the holes are going to be the same as what you're putting on your papers, so that's not a problem. But the distance between the signatures wasn't clarified. You just know that it's sort of 4 centimetres in total for your spine, but it didn't specify specifically. So if you're not used to bookbinding, I would say that would probably be the only bit for me where somebody might have got lost, stuck and confused. But as I said, it's bound together really, really nicely. I do really like the colour of the leather as well. You've got a nice closure here. As I said, you've got a bit of curling, but I think that's mostly just where it's been rolled up. And then when you open up, you've got, what I quite like is it does lay quite flat. So this kind of binding is really nice because the pages do lay flat, and I don't need to kind of pry them open and hold it all open, because they do lay really, really nicely. So I am very appreciative of that. I think it looks really, really nice. And yeah, as a kit, I think it's a really, really nice one. I think the only thing that I'm going to change here on camera is this back panel. So the leather has got a sticky backing, which you peel off, and that's what you stick the chipboard to give it some stability. But obviously you've got the paper backing here, and as you can see, it's all kind of creased and crumpled where it's been rolled up. So I'm going to pull this leather strap out, and I have trimmed down a piece of paper that I'm going to stick there, just so hopefully it will make a bit of a difference. Now, as I said, it has got a sticky backing, so I'm hoping I won't need to apply any further glue, because it is super, super sticky. So I'm just going to carefully take that off, and then I'm going to line this up and pop that on. I'm just hoping that's going to just make the inside cover just look a little bit more attractive as well. And yeah, and actually this paper might stop it from curling a bit as well. Because while it was a kind of thin paper, it's not as thin as obviously this is going to be, because it's just like sticker backing. But yeah, like I said, the paper's really, really nice. I mean, it is quite thin paper, and certainly I'm going to be doing this again, because like I said, I've got lots of materials left. So I am going to be making another one of these, I think, but I would use thicker paper. This is very, very thin. Standard copy of paper here in the UK is about between 70 and 80 GSM. This is thinner than that, I would say. Possibly maybe sort of 60 GSM. It is quite thin, but it has bound very well. I haven't had any tears or anything. I think the only time I had a tear was when I was gluing, because obviously the paper was then wet, so when I was trying to kind of flatten it out with the bone folder, I did rub it, so I did get a little tear, but I've kind of stuck it back down. I'm not too worried about that. I might even still cover it up with a decorative paper or do some collaging or something on it. I'm not sure yet, but I really just wanted to have a go at a bookbinding kit, just to see if, you know, I learned anything new. Obviously the binding's different, so I was quite happy about that. But yeah, it was just to see how good these bookbinding kits are. I am tempted by another one, and I might very well go with the same company, with Weebly. I think it's pronounced Weebly, not Weebly, there's no L in it. Weebedy, yeah, so Weebedy. I don't know if it's a UK company, it's got a .com, so I'm not sure, but this was on Amazon. They have a number of kits. As I said, the reviews vary from kit to kit. A lot of the time it is mostly about the instructions. Some people have commented on the quality of the items. Like I said, I don't really have an issue. I mean, I paid just over £13 for this, so that's really not very expensive at all for the full kit with all of the tools, and I've still got plenty to make another journal. So for me, that wasn't a problem. I'm just going to repunch my hole here, just so I can put the leather back in. I just need this hole a little bit bigger for that. So I'm just going to poke this back through. And then we'll see how it closes and if this paper maybe stops it from curling a little bit as well. But yeah, it's a nice soft leather. I do love the colour of it, as I've said. And yeah, I must admit, I'm very, very happy with this kit. I will be putting a review on Amazon as well. But yeah, I just wanted to share it just in case anybody has been looking at bookbinding kits but just weren't sure of what you get. Obviously, I can't comment on all kits, just on this one that I have purchased, but I have been really pleased with this. I think you get quite a lot in here, and it does make a very nice journal. Like I said, the instructions on the most part were very, very good, very, very clear. You had nice big pictures. And I think a beginner could perhaps make this journal so long as they've got some kind of, I don't know, paper crafting experience, more just because of, with the binding, knowing the distance that you need for the signatures. But actually, yes, that paper has made that lay much flatter. It's not curling now on there either, so I really, really like that. It is a lovely journal. I will have a link to it down below if you are interested. As I said, check out the reviews on them, check out the other kits that they have. They have quite a lot with this company. But yeah, I'm very glad that I purchased it. It was fun to make. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. As I said, something a little bit different today, but it's certainly given me some ideas of how I might perhaps bind journals in the future when I'm making my own. And I hope that it's given you some inspiration as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next crafty video. Bye for now.